that he had put her head on a shelf and screamed at it for an hour, threw darts at it, and ultimately smashed her face in. He also cut her tongue out and her larynx and put them in a garbage disposal.
Tell me in a sentence who you are.
I'm nobody. I'm a bum. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine and a straight razor if you get too close to me.
Do you ever feel violent?
Yes, I do.
What do you feel like doing?
Killing people.
You still feel like killing people?
Yes.
Describe the feeling that you get when you feel like killing people.
Well, last March 11th, I was hallucinating, and I took a razor blade and I cut a man's throat.
Here in the hospital?
Here in the hospital.
Do you think you'd murder me, Joe?
Yes.
That's gruesome, Joe. That's horrible.
Yes, it is.
You don't blame me if I say I hope you never get out of this place.
I hope I never do either.
On a quiet August morning in 2021, a white Ford Transit van rolled through the wide-open landscapes of the American West. Inside were two young travelers, Gabby Peteto and Brian Laundrie, documenting what looked like the adventures of a lifetime. Their social media feeds painted a picture of freedom, love, and endless blue skies. But behind the curated posts and smiling photos, something else was unfolding, something darker, something no filter could hide forever. Over the next few weeks, that van would become the center of a mystery that captured the world's attention. A missing persons case that raised urgent questions about domestic violence, media bias, and the stories we choose to see. This is the story of Gabby Peteto, not the viral headlines, not the speculation, but the human being and the system that failed her.
Welcome. What is going on? All of you Murder Podcast Show fans. That's great. That needs to fall off. That's what you get for trying to wear that. Welcome, everybody, to another fantastic Saturday evening here on the Murder Podcast Show. What is going on? Raptor Jesus, hello. David, hello. And Lackadaisy, what's up, y'all?
Welcome, guys.
You know, we're just here living it. This is it. So, I am your host, Tim, also known as I am the Architect.
That's cool.
And alongside of me is my co-host,
Criminology, Chris.
That's right, my co-host Criminology Chris, and alongside of him is the director of all of our social media platforms, Classroom Jackie.
What's up, guys? I need to get a cool sound effect.
Yes, well, you said no last time we mentioned it, so...
Yeah, because it was I love my brain.
You have the minute of murder.
Yeah. M Flask
Oh, no,
76,
I'm not ready for that.
good evening. Welcome in, everybody. Per usual, we'll get down to our sponsors here. Don't forget, we have Crafty Corner by Laura. Laura makes a wide selection of handmade crochet plushies, both cute, creepy, animals, pop culture, fantasy, anime, and horror. They also specialize in custom orders like our voodoo doll that you see out front of my monitor there. And we have a possum that is living still. And then over here on my screen is a dead possum. You can follow them on Instagram at the.crafty.corner.by.Laura. That's right. There are 3 dots in there. Figure out where the hell they go. Cake Maker 2024. Hello. Welcome in.
Man, I feel like we're getting more and more people in our chat every time.
It's actually all AI. I paid everybody to just show up in the chat, so
Well,
I just don't want
know-
everybody to know.
I know M Flask in real life.
Who's
And
M
his-
Flask in real life?
That is my friend Matt and his awesome wife, Kelsey.
Okay. Nails on a chalkboard theme for Jackie.
No.
That's great, David.
That's mean.
So now
I'm
we
ready for
are
my minute.
Cake Maker. Don't
Right.
give in to her.
Yeah.
We are going to head over to Classroom Jackie's 1 Minute of Murder segment.
Classroom Jackies, 1 minute of murder.
All right, guys. So we haven't had a huge amount of growth this week just because we've all been pretty busy. What we did have is we hit 2,000 streams across all of our platforms. Was it Monday? Yeah.
It was Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah, we hit 2,000 streams across all of our platforms.
Yeah.
And if you still continue to Google some of the top murder podcasts, we are still number 6.
Oh, you checked?
I did.
Okay.
I had to see if it lasted long.
Okay.
It's awesome. It is so cool. And didn't we get picked up by Roku?
Yeah. Yes.
We're
yes.
being sponsored by Roku now, guys.
Yeah. That is in the works. I'm still trying to figure out putting together like the ad and all that stuff for it. So yeah, that is in the works. And then there's a gaming one. It's an online gaming site, and what they do is they sell like an advanced gaming router that increases your speed too for gaming. It runs out of like their, server.
Yeah.
And you pay a monthly fee. I have a link together yet, but I didn't post all that yet. I'll bring it up next week, but yeah, it's pretty cool too. Unsafe, welcome in, coming in with the party hat and the what are those things again?
Wow.
The
kazoo.
Kazoo, yeah, we'll go with that.
Or a party horn.
Party horn, yeah.
Party horn.
Yes.
All right.
So, anyways, go
Our
ahead.
Instagram, we grew by 1 follower. We are now at 32. Yay, yes.
Thank you to number 32, whoever you are.
Our Facebook page is at 119. When I last checked, like an hour ago, we had 117.
Oh, wow.
YouTube is at 175.
Dang.
And our TikTok is at 1,286. So we are still going strong, you guys.
Yes. Yeah, we are. 2,000. Oh, my God. Yeah, it is in the last 7 days on the streaming. It's 2,000 total streams since we started. And in the last 7 days, I think it's like 175
Which was
streams.
what? We started last July.
Actually, I went back and
August,
looked, and it was like September was the very first one that we...
Holy cow.
Yeah. So it hasn't even been a year yet. So that's awesome. We appreciate it. But we couldn't do it without everybody, all you guys too, and everybody that listens on the platforms that doesn't attend the lives and stuff. We honestly could not have done it without you guys. And as always, I will mention, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. What that does is that will alert you every time that we're going to go live here on YouTube. So we do appreciate that. And I think now we are ready to jump into tonight's case. Unsafe, thank you. Yes, it truly is. I always say that I never expected it to be where it's at now, but especially since we just all do it for fun. Thank you, by the way. So, yeah, we are going to jump into tonight's case. You guys come up. Oh, well, look at that. David says we come up second.
Take it.
So, take it,
Yes.
yeah. We're trending right now in France. We're like 27% in France
That's
right now, which is
crazy.
because, I don't.
Yes, yes.
So, yes, what?
Yeah,
Oui, oui is yes,
We're dumb
yes.
Americans. We only know one
Yeah,
language.
yeah, right. But,
Yeah.
I just thought that was cool, because we seem
amazing.
to jump around in different countries, which is neat to, like, not just be 98% United States like we were for a long time.
Yeah.
Like that one time Vietnam, we were like 69%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now France, we're like 27.
Well, thanks to everybody else in the world for actually like going out of their way to learn our language.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Yeah, we've made minimal effort in the. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So tonight we are covering Gabby Peteto. A lot of you may know it, some may not. It was a nationwide case.
It was very high profile.
It was in 2022, right? Or was it 21? 2021. And we'll jump into like a storyline, but kind of a quick little synopsis of it is Gabby wanted to be a YouTube blogger. She wanted to travel the world and make all these videos and stuff. So her and her boyfriend, Brian, they got like a Sprinter van, and they made it into a little bit of like a one, bedroom in there. They had like, I think they had a place where they could kind of cook a little bit, and then they had a bed and stuff in there, which we'll get into that. So that is the story of here, and then we will jump into it now. So, excuse me, I got to get my reading voice on.
Am I going to be 1 or 2 tonight?
I'll be 1. On September 1st, 2021, the white Ford Transit van that carried Gabby and Brian across the country rolled quietly into Northport, Florida. Which I'm trying to think of where Northport. I'm trying to think of where Northport is, but
Florida, I have no idea where.
Brian stepped out. He walked into his parents' home. He unpacked. Oh, wait. Did it put me in a totally... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. But Gabby was not with him.
Just south of Sarasota, so over on the Gulf.
Okay.
Near Port Charlotte. Yeah.
Gotcha. So he walked into his parents' home. He unpacked. He went about his life, but Gabby was not with him. And he offered no explanation.
Hold on, I don't know what just happened.
Oh, this happened to you. This happened to you last time. Unsafe. Is this a horn moment? Please tell us. I knew Unsafe would be all for that horn. She loves that damn horn.
I'm back, baby.
I'm back. This is it. I got my horn.
I know exactly what happened. You skipped forward all the way to Act 2.
Oh, my Lord. Now what are we doing here?
Listen.
We're out of hand.
So I get the horn taken away. Now he gets it because he missed it.
2 horns make it.
Then it's got my thing all messed up then.
Cancel it out.
Hold on, I got this. I'll fix it for you.
Yeah, because the top of my page is all messed up. Oh, okay. I see it. I got you. So, yeah, you're starting. Go ahead. Just stop. All right.
Rewind for starting again.
We got it. Who cares?
Gabrielle Gabby Peteto grew up in Blue Point, New York, a small, close-knit community where she was known for her bright smile, her artistic spirit, and her love of documenting life's little moments. She was the oldest of 6 siblings, a natural caretaker, and someone who found joy in creativity. Whether she was painting, journaling, or exploring the outdoors, Gabby carried with her a sense of wonder that made her stand out.
Yeah, you're going to have to keep going because my thing, it got all messed up on this document here for some reason. So go ahead and I'll redo my end. Yeah, I don't know why it's all messed up. So whatever.
Yeah.
We go with the flow.
It's okay. We got this. This is real life, not scripted.
This is real life.
In 2019, Gabby reconnected with someone she had known from school, Brian Landry. He was quiet, introspective, and artistic in his own way. He sketched constantly, filled notebooks with drawings, and shared Gabby's love for nature. Their relationship developed quickly, fueled by shared dreams of travel, minimalism, and a life outside of boundaries of convention. By 2020, Gabby had moved to North Point, Florida, to live with Brian and his parents. It was a big step, leaving her family, her hometown, and the familiar rhythms of her life. But she believed in the future they were building together. They began planning a cross-country road trip, converting a white Ford Transit van into a tiny home on wheels. Gabby launched a YouTube channel, Nomadic Static, hoping to document their travels and build a career as a travel influencer. We actually have a little video of her first video she did to announce the blog.
Yes, I will bring that up for you right now. I got my thing fixed over here too.
Okay.
The beginning. Is it up?
Yeah.
Cool. I reckon.
I'm going to share this video with you guys.
Absolutely. Closed captions available? Sure.
We can try.
Gabby Peteto never goes outside. the sunset.
So as you guys see, they started their own little vlog, if they will, of their life and everything that they did, their adventures together. They look happy and just a couple very much in love.
Yeah.
But behind the curated images and carefully edited videos, there were signs of strain. Friends later described the relationship as passionate but complicated. Gabby was outgoing, expressive, and eager to share her life with the world. Brian was more reserved, more controlling, and less comfortable with the spotlight. Their differences didn't seem alarming at first, just the natural friction of two young people navigating adulthood. But as the trip approached, the tension between them began to grow.
All right. Year 2?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so when it's back to me, I'm ready.
Hold on.
I figured my stuff out. It somehow had flipped everything, and
Well,
so
that's craziness.
Technology.
On July 2nd, 2021, Gabby and Brian set off on their long-awaited journey. Their route would take them through the American West, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, a landscape of mountains, deserts, and national parks. On social media, the trip looked idyllic. Idyllic? Idyllic?
Yeah, idyllic, I believe. Just don't, because he's debating the horn.
He is.
Smiling selfies, scenic vistas, videos of the couple cooking meals in the van, hiking through canyons, laughing together under open skies.
But the reality behind the camera was more complicated. Gabby was working hard to build her online presence, filming, editing, posting, and engaging with followers. It was a dream, but it was also work. Brian, according to later reports, grew frustrated with the demands of social media. He didn't want to be on camera. He didn't want to perform. And the pressure of living in a confined space, traveling long distances, and managing the logistics of van life began to take a toll.
Still, the couple pushed forward. They visited Monument Rocks in Kansas, Great Sand Dunes in Colorado, and Zion National Park in Utah. Their posts showed adventure and joy, but private text messages revealed arguments, stress, and emotional volatility. The dream was still alive, but cracks were beginning to show.
Ah, man, the pressure's on. It was great last week. I didn't have to worry about it at all. And then, in early August, the tension reached a breaking point.
Play the body cam.
Yes, so we have some body cam
And then we'll dive into this
footage here.
Think you could do that? Think you could live in a van?
No.
Down by the river?
Down by the river?
No,
I need my cats.
I don't know.
I mean, even if you could drag your motorcycle behind it. I mean,
I got to bring the bike into it.
So there's that. But
unsafe. What do you think? Could we live in a van? As long as I can bring the motorcycle? Think we can live in a van, or,
put a couch in there, a futon.
Don't pay attention to what Classroom Jackie's saying. What do you think unsafe? Can we live in a van, Yeah, I think we can make this happen.
I think maybe
I'm going to get a
like
crazy
a
response.
Motorhome or something like that, but I don't think a van.
Yeah, motorhome is one thing, but a van, I
think the shower. The shower is what I miss.
He likes to be where he can make action. That's great. Yeah, where I can make action figure videos. That's great. That's just fantastic.
If anybody ever wondered what Tim did in his spare time.
I make action figure videos. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, moving forward, we got this. Okay, see? She said we got this, so we can live in a van. We can live in a van.
It's the sweating
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
She's real confident you guys got this.
Okay, guys, all right. See, I forgot to get the... David, get out of here, trash distribution, garbageical. Garbagecological, whatever the hell you are. We'll come back to the body cam, because that's the only one I forgot to pull up.
You get it.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
Jeez.
All right, go ahead.
On August 12th, 2021, a witness called 911 from outside a store in Moab, Utah.
It's true. No house payments.
The caller reported seeing a man and a woman arguing and claimed the man had been hitting the woman. Minutes later, police located the couple's van and initiated a traffic stop.
The body camera footage from the stop would later become one of the most analyzed videos of the decade. In it, Gabby is visibly distraught, crying, apologizing, blaming herself. She tells officers she has anxiety, that she and Brian would have been arguing, that she was the one who got frustrated. Brian, by contrast, appears calm, composed, even joking at times. He minimizes the whole entire situation, describes Gabby as worked up, quote unquote, and frames the situation as a misunderstanding. Of course he would do that, you know.
Domestic. Do you have it?
Yeah, I do. It's just
Okay.
gonna. It's just gonna.
Here, we're going to play the video real quick. And you guys can see why this was so incredibly debated and talked about.
Yeah, this was definitely something.
And then we have a picture to follow up with this.
We'll play a little bit. This is about 3 minutes, but we'll play a little bit here. So.
Oh, we have time.
Here, well, yeah, true. Here we go.
Gabby Peteto in tears on the day she and her fiance got into a nasty argument.
We've been fighting all morning.
The police body cam video is a poignant contrast to the beaming Gabby we've seen in videos shot during her cross-country road trip with Brian Laundrie. The just-released police video was taken August 12th. Cops pulled the couple's van over outside Arches National Park in Utah after a witness reported them arguing at a grocery store and called 911.
What's your guys' names?
Gabby.
Gabby, Brian? Okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
The officer asked Gabby to step out and she explains what's going on.
I just quit my job to travel across the country, and I'm trying to start a blog. I just have a blog and stuff, so I've been building my website, so I've just been really stressed.
Then Laundrie is questioned.
Tell me what's going on.
She just gets worked up sometimes.
Gabby told police she has OCD. She said she was afraid Laundrie was going to drive off and leave her stranded at the grocery store. She apparently scratched him during the back and forth scuffle.
You want to tell me about those scratches on your face?
She had a cell phone in her hand, that's why I was pushing her away.
On the day they were pulled over, Gabby and her fiance had been living in their small van for about 4 months.
So yeah, that's a little bit of it there. Yeah, it's crazy how the story kind of changed there, you know.
Mm-hmm. Domestic violence experts who later reviewed the footage noted the dynamic. Gabby anxious and self-blaming, Brian detached and minimizing. It didn't prove guilt, but it raised red flags. The officers ultimately decided not to arrest either of them. Instead, they separated the couple for the night. Gabby stayed with the van while Brian was taken to a hotel. You have a picture that was taken of her face after that incident.
Yeah, I have a few of them there too. Lackadaisy, yeah, it's true. See something, say something, don't be a bystander. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's true, you know. It kind of is like, what was that we were talking about?
Shanann Watts case?
No, there was another one. Well, yeah, that one there, but then the one that really pissed me off was when the girl going by saw a body being drugged.
Oh, yeah.
Into the, off into the woods, and she just kept driving.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who that was now, but it was a little ways back. But yeah, it's just like, really? You know, you can clearly see dragging a body, you know what I mean? But anyways, so no charges were filed. No further action was taken, and the next morning, Gabby and Brian reunited because the cops paid for her to get a hotel room that night, right?
Yeah, it was Brian that got the hotel room. Gabby
That's right.
kept the van.
Gabby kept the van.
Because the van was in her name.
Yeah. So they continued their trip, but something had shifted. The tension that had simmered beneath the surface was now unmistakable. And I will bring up the picture here. Give me 1 second. I have... there we go. So I will bring the picture of her with the black eye up there. It'll come up on your screen there. And that was the day after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The day after that body cam footage you just saw when the police were called. You can clearly tell he hit her. I mean...
That was the day of.
The day of,
yeah. That was the day of.
So you can clearly tell that, you know, she was not worried he was going to leave her behind and there was something else going on there, you know.
So that was one of the first times when the public saw that crack between their relationship. It became the focal point for the domestic violence experts. Millions of people watched it, analyzed every word and gesture to understand the power dynamic between the two of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, and it just gets even more wild from here, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Chris, what do you, I don't know, man. It's just, there's like a lot going on here. Do you think, I mean, because I remember seeing a thing on Netflix they did about this a couple years ago, and I remember watching it, and a few of her friends talked during it, and they said that they started to notice signs. Gabby would text and say like, oh, we're fighting again and this and that. And it's just, I don't know, like they say, like the confinement of being in the close. I'm sure that didn't help after a while, you know.
Mean, being together that often, I could imagine would be very, very difficult.
And it's not like you're in a house.
Right, exactly. I mean, I always joke about it. Like, I don't know that I'd be able to like work with my significant other and live in the same house and ride to work together. And I mean, and that's just, you know, that's pretty open. Living in a van together and being with each other all the time like that, I mean, would be...
Especially after this happened.
Yeah.
That had to have made things...
Well, and you never know what's going on behind closed doors. You know, but if you're in a residential area and you're going to work and you're doing things like we normally do, people would normally notice those things.
Yeah.
But when you're in a van on the other side of the country, only with one other person, which is part of the responsible party, like, you know, no one's seeing this stuff unless she's posting it or texting.
Yeah.
You know, or calling to tell someone.
Yeah. And the thing is like they said, like he was getting, you know, frustrated, didn't want to be on, you know, camera and stuff. But he knew this going into the relationship, and going in, she stated that she wanted to do this and this was her dream. So that's why they got so he knew this. So it's like, come on, man, coming up with these excuses and stuff. Like he was getting frustrated. He was getting jealous. That's what it was. She was starting to get attention from viewers and people because she's getting out there with this blogging, and I think he was getting very jealous.
Yeah,
is what was going on, you know. But that's what she wanted to do, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, you good?
Yeah, I sent you a picture to pull up after, because it has to do with how this all kind of started, like with the thinking something was wrong with her.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I sent it to you
Gotcha.
after we talk about this little blurb real fast.
Okay. Ugh.
And then we need that TV footage.
Blurb.
Oh yeah, from the
from the
store.
Grocery store.
Chris, based on your knowledge, could the officers have done anything different? That's a good question, David.
I mean, what do you do different? I mean, how are you gonna, you know? I mean, obviously, if there was actual signs of violence there or something like that, then, you know. But when they're in a remote location and they're together in a van and there is no home
Yeah.
And, I mean, like you said, you either make a decision to arrest or not. You know,
Yeah.
one or the other.
And if she had that black eye the day of...
Right.
I mean, they would have seen that, right? Unless she put, like, cover up over it or something.
Yeah,
or if it didn't form until after they left.
True.
Right. But once again, I mean, you separate them for an evening. I mean, jail does the same thing.
Yeah.
You're accomplishing the same thing, because if she's not pressing charges, what the hell are you going to do? That's why these are so difficult, is because one party never wants to, pin the other one, and then they keep going down the road, and it keeps happening multiple times. Charges don't get pressed, and then it gets worse.
It gets worse, and possibly, God forbid, one of them ends up dead.
Well, yeah exactly. Right.
So, and I wonder how that is with cops, how that sits with them when a situation happens like that. I'm sure that they beat themselves up mentally for that,
You notice a pattern, but at the same time, like, they can only do so much.
Yep.
Right?
And like you said, if they don't want to press, charges, I mean, what are you going to do?
Right.
So.
Yeah. You got to want to be helped,
Yeah. All right.
Between August 13th and August 24th, the couple traveled through Arches, I believe it's Arches, Arches, National Park in Salt Lake City, and eventually towards Wyoming. Gabby's communication with her family became sporadic. Her texts felt different, shorter, less personal, almost mechanical. Her mother later said the messages didn't sound like her daughter.
On August 24th, Gabby was seen leaving a hotel in Salt Lake City with Brian. August 25th, the next day, she posted her final Instagram photo, a picture that would later raise questions about whether she actually wrote the caption. By August 27th, witnesses reported seeing the couple fighting at a restaurant in I'm drawing a blank here, sorry. Jackson, Wyoming. Brian was described as, aggressive, and Gabby kept, of course, like last time, I'm sorry, apologizing the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And we actually have that screenshot of her last Instagram post with that picture. Because it didn't make sense for when she posted it.
Yeah, so... Which one is that again?
I just sent it to you.
Oh, jeez. I gotta go over here and then go over there and do this. Do that.
Sorry.
All right, give me a second here.
That's fine.
Tim needs like 4 more screens.
I need another monitor.
He said he's going to make it so you no longer see his face.
No.
No, that's not the intention. You just might not be able to, but at the same time, like, it's hard to control all of this and have all the stuff in the things.
Right. It's a lot. He really kudos to him for being able to do this, because I think I'd be confused.
Why we call him the architect, because it's quite a bit of
the architect
moving things
all these moving parts
stuff.
It's craziness.
Your
hand's really warm.
All right.
Thank you.
Here's the Instagram photo. Ba-da. I will bring it over to you now. Voila. Give it a second. It'll show up on your screen, majiggies.
What you'll see is the caption will have you scroll, if you can scroll down a tiny bit. The picture, obviously, she's with a monarch butterfly mural, and she's holding a little pumpkin. The date this was posted was August 25th. The caption said Happy Halloween.
I mean... so I see why it raises, question, because August, we're not even there yet. October, few months away there, But I could also see why she could put that caption. She could just be saying that because she's holding the pumpkin.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So it's kind of...
I wouldn't read a whole lot into that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It ended up later on down the road that Brian posted that picture.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, now we're talking something completely different now.
Mm-hmm. That same day, a family of travel vloggers reviewing their dashcam footage noticed something chilling. A white van parked alone near Spread Creek in Grand Teton National Park. It was Gabby and Brian's van. The footage would later become a crucial piece of evidence. We have that quick clip.
Yes, it was also the last known sighting of Gabby Peteto alive. So we do have that clip for you. Voila. Just like that, you know?
Pow!
Pow!
This is most definitely Gabby Peteto's Ford Transit van. It's kind of wild, like it's saying a little bit, because we drove past. We actually weren't able to find any sights, and we ended up driving back through, saw it again, but here it is on the left. So.
And I slowed it down so you can possibly see it a little bit better.
But kind of freaky for a late Saturday evening, but we just kind of had a brain fart. Oh my God, there's that van.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic. Can't hear you. Unsafe though. Wouldn't that be a good thing if you couldn't hear me?
You know
We should have sound now.
You know what you
It
can
takes
hear?
a second because it's delayed.
You can hear this.
Yeah, is it back now?
Ding dong.
Unsafe. Weren't you enjoying the moment that you could just see my lips moving, but nothing was coming out? She's probably gonna be like, "No, you ass." Is it better now? Somebody type in there.
We're skipping that little part that says.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, good.
Somebody type. Tell us if you can hear it.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Okay,
Yeah.
thank
Yes.
you.
I heard. Yeah.
See, she said yes. She did enjoy the part where she couldn't hear me. She did.
No, she's answering yes because she can hear us.
No, I think it was more like a yes to the horn. She was very excited by
See,
that.
look, even David said yes.
Hey, Unsafe and I are going to live in a van. Leave us alone, okay? Anyways,
I
go
hope
ahead.
you have a pet possum.
No, you're not getting a pet possum.
Wait,
okay,
wait. Okay, host one.
absolutely not. But I was trying to imagine what you was saying. See, this is what happens when you meet the female version of me. There she is, Unsafe. Okay, carrying on. So on September 1st, 2021, the white Ford Transit van that you just had to come in there with that, huh? Not with the 4 kids we ain't.
See, I told you she's not going to let you.
The white Ford Transit van that had carried Gabby and Brian across the country rolled quietly into Northport, Florida. Brian stepped out. He walked into his parents' home. He unpacked. He went about his life, but Gabby was not with him. And he offered no explanation to this.
For days, he said nothing. He didn't call Gabby's family. He didn't report her missing. He didn't reach out to authorities. Instead, he and his parents went camping at Fort DeSoto Park, a detail that would later raise serious questions. Meanwhile, in New York, Gabby's family grew increasingly worried. Their calls went unanswered. Their texts felt wrong. Something was terribly off.
On September 11th, out of all days too, you know, Gabby's family officially reported her missing. And with that call, the story that had quietly been unfolding behind closed doors exploded into the national spotlight.
Now, one of the interesting texts that her mother would later say that she got that made it seem like something was not right was a text saying, "Can you help Stan?" Now, Stan was her grandfather, but she never would say, help Stan. The text said, can you help Stan? I just keep getting his voicemails and missed calls. Gabby's grandfather's name was Stan, but she never called him that. It was the first evidence that Brian had her phone. On August 30th, the final text messages they received said no service in Yosemite, 800 miles away from where they actually were.
Wow. So, yeah, he kind of was leaving a little bit of a trail there.
And that drive he made is a 2,000-mile drive.
Yeah, that's a hike.
Not a little trip. 2,000 freaking miles.
Hours. I wonder how many hours that is. That's got to be at least probably 20 or something, I would imagine. Because I think from where we are to Florida is like 18 or 17 hours driving.
Yeah, you think about it, I mean, that distance is more than us driving from here to the southern tip of Florida. I mean,
yeah. And I think they always say, too, if I remember correctly, it's a mile every minute when you travel,
well,
right?
Yeah, if you
technically,
go roughly 60 mile an hour, it's a mile a minute.
Mile a minute, yeah.
So those amount of times after Brian got back, it was for 10 days in totals that the Peteto's were calling, texting, emailing. The Laundries ended up blocking their phone numbers. They won't even talk to them.
Yeah, that's another red flag.
Huge.
Yeah, huge red flag. His parents were rude, too, when, FBI and all them were there searching the house, and they were, like, real sketchy.
They were sketchy for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Not willing to talk to authorities. Even they had a lawyer that would do all their talking. People would stand and protest on the street, and they would spray him with hoses, or I believe they may have sprayed him with hoses. But they were, oh, wow, that's a long drive.
That's a long drive, yeah. And I like driving, but that's a hike.
The protesting that happened around the house just to try and get answers was crazy during this case.
I think, I'm going to make speculation, but I think what probably happened was Brian came home. His parents probably asked, where's Gabby, blah, blah, blah. I think he ended up telling them in like a panic, and then his parents were like... I think he told them when they
went camping after he got back.
Yeah, and then his parents were like, well, it's okay, we'll just kind of keep things hush-hush, and we'll make sure nothing happens, because they didn't want their son to go away for life,
Yeah.
That's my speculation. Now, I'm not sure, so we don't need all the social media people out there that like to say, you don't know what you're talking about. That's my speculation. I am allowed to make them. So, but that's what...
It's our theories. We're allowed to have different ones.
That's what I possibly think. I don't know, Chris. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. Either that or he was tight-lipped about it and his parents were hesitant to... I mean, they're not going to divulge information needlessly to outside sources without knowing exactly what happened either.
Yeah.
So, and in this case, it certainly seemed like they were much on the front of not trying to throw their kid under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I mean, so put yourself, and we'll ask people in the chat too, put yourself in that shoes. What would you do if your child came to you with a situation like that and said that they had killed their girlfriend or killed somebody? What do you do in a situation like that? It's just like...
freak out.
I love you, but you got to make it right. Like, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm not hiding that for you.
Correct.
No.
Because then you're, I forget the exact term that they call it when you can get charged with. Yeah. I mean, at that point, it's like, dude, you got yourself in this situation,
You got to get yourself out.
Yeah.
Isn't it an accessory?
Well, you would be probably...
after the fact?
You'd probably be considered just for hiding the...
It's like harboring a fugitive, right?
Yeah,
too.
Or malfeasance or something like
that.
Yeah. Like, it's just you're not acting,
I
think, is just as bad,
Yeah.
It's the worst thing you could do in that kind of situation. Because after that, if you don't act after you figure that out, then...
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically an accessory. Or you're
Yeah.
you're doing a whole bunch of things. You're tampering with the situation in so many ways.
Yeah.
You're hiding shit, so it's...
Yeah. David, you'll have to answer that for us sometime, since one of your both of them, one of them's here. on the show, and then another one of them is in the chat. What would you do? What would you do? Yes, Agent 7771. Harboring and aiding a fugitive can also be accessory. Yeah, very, very true.
I know what my dad would do, okay? He would make me turn myself in. And then if I didn't, we have family who can make me disappear.
Well, I mean, David would probably take this chair that he gave me from when he was a professional wrestler as a prop and go looking for you with that chair back there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not malfeasance, but I think it's non-feasance. I think is the inability.
He says he pleads the fifth.
Yeah, not acting when you should be acting. I think non-feasance would be the fancy legal thing, but at the same time, like you could be charged with probably a host of shit. I mean, considering what they did. So.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Excuse me. I already said that part. It's now you. Or no, users analyzed the... What is that word? Moab body cam footage frame by frame. They dissected Gabby's Instagram post looking for clues, captions, the backgrounds, the timestamps. They mapped the couple's route using satellite images and our favorite Google Earth. And then a breathtaking breakthrough. The horn. Just do it. Get it over with.
Hey, it was a muted horn.
That's great.
Muted horn. That was a half horn. So there you go, buddy.
And then a breakthrough came not from police, but from a family of travel vloggers.
I do not know how to pronounce their last name. I really wish I did.
Bethune is what it kind of looks like to me, but I don't know.
But that's Jen and Kyle.
Okay.
Is their names. Jen and Kyle had been driving through Grand Teton National Park on August 27th. Reviewing their dash cam footage, they spotted a white van parked alone near Spread Creek. We already
Spread Creek? Did you hear that too?
We already did this part.
Yeah, with the video that we showed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
We already did that part.
That's fine.
So it was your turn. Oh. On September 18th.
On September 18th, search teams began combine.
I gotta put a new battery in this thing.
Search teams began combing the Spread Creek area. Helicopters swept overhead. Volunteers scored trails and riverbeds. The terrain was rugged, remote, and unforgiving. Gabby's family flew to Wyoming, joining the search with a mixture of hope and dread.
Meanwhile, back in Florida, the situation took a strange turn. Brian's parents informed police that Brian had left home days earlier, supposedly to go hiking in the Carlton Reserve, but they waited days to report him missing. Their timeline was inconsistent. Their behavior raised questions.
Now that there were two searches happening at once, one for Gabby in Wyoming and one for Brian in Florida, the public was furious. Why wasn't Brian talking? Of course, I mean, yeah, that's odd, right? Why weren't his parents cooperating? Why did he return home alone?
As the search intensified, the FBI joined the investigation. They interviewed witnesses, analyzed digital data, and reconstructed the couple's final days. And then, on September 19th, the search for Gabby came to a heartbreaking end.
On the afternoon of September 19th, investigators discovered human remains near Spread Creek. The location was close to where the Bethune family had spotted the van. 2 days later, the FBI had confirmed identity was Gabby.
The cause of death was ruled homicide by manual strangulation. The nation was devastated. A young woman who had set out to explore the world, whose life had been unfolding online, was gone. And now the focus shifted entirely to finding Brian. To manual strangulation, that takes 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, hell, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's something we can look up, though.
I think I have it.
So I'll continue on here while you're checking. With Gabby's death confirmed, Brian became the primary person of interest. But he had vanished. The Carlton Reserve, a massive, swampy wilderness, became the center of the search. For weeks, teams slogged through mud and brush, battling heat, wildfire, and unforgiving terrain. Why would they call a massive, swampy wilderness the Carlton Reserve? You'd think that would be like some fancy hotel, and we're going to call a swamp the Carlton Reserve. Like, that's just odd.
It just sounds a little fancier than a swamp, but I'll give you that.
I wonder if a rich guy named that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you find your answer you were looking for?
Nah.
That's all right.
Well,
I would check.
regardless.
I would clear your Google search after that too, as well.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
How do you make chloroform? No.
Yeah. Right.
Oh
Why
man.
you Google that?
Do you want me to continue?
Yeah.
Is it the public was divided?
Yes.
Yay! The public was divided. Some believed Brian was hiding in the reserve. Others thought that he had fled the country. Some suspected his parents had helped him escape. The Laundrie family remained silent, speaking only through their attorney.
And as the manhunt intensified, the world waited for answers. I gotta... Come on. When the news broke that human remains had been found near Spread Creek in Wyoming, the world seemed to pause. For weeks, millions had followed the search for Gabby Peteto, hoping for a miracle, fearing for the worst. And now in a quiet clearing surrounded by pine and sagebrush, investigators had discovered what everyone had been dreading. The story that began as a cross-country adventure had reached a devastating turning point, and the questions that remained were heavier than ever.
But even as the nation mourned, another mystery was unfolding nearly 2,000 miles away. The one person who might have been able to explain what happened, the one person who returned home in Gabby's van without Gabby, had vanished into the swamps of Florida. What followed was a search unlike anything the region had seen in years. A sprawling manhunt through unforgiving terrain, a maze of waterlogged trails, and a growing sense that the truth was slipping further out of reach. The Carlton Reserve in Florida is not the kind of place anyone enters lightly. Am I repeating this?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
It's a vast, tangled wilderness, more than 24,000 acres of dense brush, deep water, and wildlife that makes even seasoned search teams tread carefully. Alligators glide beneath the surface of murky ponds. Cottonmouth snakes coil in the shadows. The humidity hangs thick in the air, turning every step into a test of endurance. And somewhere within the sprawling landscape, authorities believed Brian Laundrie might be hiding.
That'd be a shitty place to hide. I mean,
oh my gosh.
The bugs, the animals, I mean, they make nasty shit in Florida.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, and if you end up dead, you don't last very long in those kind of environments. I mean,
oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Hot, humid, full of gators, animals, things. I mean, you go away pretty quick.
That's got to be a mess. My dad has told me stories because he used to live out in, Florida for a long time. And he told me one story, particular. He said he may or may not have back then, before he cleaned up, his life, that he woke up was on a beach or something from drinking a little bit. And he said he woke up and he looked and there was a, crocodile like 20 feet from him. And I'm just like, no way.
Oh man, it's a different world. I mean, I play golf down there, and you hit a ball near a river or a lake or something. You do that up here, you just go find your damn ball. Down there, you just like, okay, that's gone.
That's gone now.
You don't end up like Chubbs and go stick your hand in
Chubbs.
it. It's just don't end up like Chubbs Peterson, the golf pro.
Chubbs, look what
No.
I got you. It's your hand.
All that, and just walking around in that shit trying to find somebody. I mean, I'd be petrified.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm wearing bite-proof waders and a whole bunch of nonsense.
Oh, yeah. So from the moment Brian's parents reported him missing, the timeline felt, I got this, fractured. They initially claimed he left home on September 14th to go hiking. Later, they revised that date to September 13th. They said he took only a small backpack. They said he was distraught, but they waited days before notifying the police. These inconsistencies fueled a wave of public suspicion, a sense that the truth was being withheld or at the very least obscured.
As search teams pushed deeper into the reserve, the conditions grew more treacherous. Waist-deep water swallowed entire sections of trail. Thick vegetation made visibility nearly impossible. Drones scanned from above, while divers plunged into dark, stagnant pools. Every day brought new challenges, and every night ended with the same result: no sign of Brian.
Meanwhile, the world watched with a mixture of frustration and fascination. Social media lit up with theories, some grounded in evidence, others, oh God, this word, spiraling, yes, there, into speculation. Was Brian really in the reserve? Had he escaped through a hidden trail? Was he receiving help? The lack of answers created a vacuum, and in that, the public filled the silence with their own narratives.
But the FBI continued its work quietly, methodically. They analyzed digital footprints, interviewed witnesses, and reconstructed the couple's final days with painstaking detail. And as the weeks passed, the search for Brian became not just a manhunt, but a symbol and a reflection of the nation's collective need for closure.
On October 20th, 2021, after weeks of searching, investigators returned to an area of the Carlton Reserve that had previously been submerged under several feet of water. The seasonal flooding had receded, revealing ground that had been inaccessible for most of the search. It was here, in a clearing littered with debris and thick mud, that they had found a dry bag. Inside it were personal items belonging to Brian. Nearby, partially concealed...
Hey, that was me. I'm ready.
Oh, whatever.
Now, do you know who found that dry bag, by the way?
I think I remember, but go ahead.
Brian's dad.
I was going to say, I think I remember it was one of his parents.
Within 1 hour of being in the reserve, they found it.
How ironic.
Nearby, partially concealed by the undergrowth, were human remains. The discovery sent shockwaves through the investigation. Dental records confirmed what many had suspected: the remains belonged to Brian. The manhunt was over, but the search for answers was not.
So among the items that they found recovered was a water-damaged notebook. Its pages were swollen, the ink blurred in places, but forensic teams were able to salvage its contents. Inside, they found a handwritten confession, Brian's account of what happened to Gabby. In it, he claimed responsibility for her death, describing it as a mercy killing, saying she had been injured and he acted out of compassion. I have that note too.
Go ahead and pull it up.
This is crazy. It's going to take me a few to read it, but this is wild. I got this FBI piece here. I'm able to get a lot of FBI stuff. They give it out to to people that have podcasts or do television shows and stuff like that. I got this, and here it is. I will read this now. So, Gabby, I wish I was right at your side. I wish I could be talking to you right now. I'd be going through every memory we made, getting even more excited for the future. But we lost our future. I can't live without you. I've lost every day spent together, holiday. I'll never get to play with, and there's some parts in here where they put in parentheses that they couldn't make out what he was saying. Play with, again, I don't want to know what he didn't play with. Anyways, never go hiking with Todd. I loved you more than anything. I can't bear to look at our photos to recall great times because it is why I cannot go on. When I close my eyes, I will think of laughing on the roof of the van, falling asleep to the sight of blank at the Crystal Geyser. I will always love you. If you were reading Gab's journal, I guess that's what he used to call her, Gabs, looking at photos from our life together, flipping through old cards, you wouldn't want to live a day without her. Knowing that every day you'll wake up without her, you wouldn't want to wake up. I'm sorry to everyone this will affect. Gabby was the love of my life, but I know I adored her by many. I'm so very sorry to her family because I love them. I'd consider her younger siblings my best of friends. I am sorry to my family. This is a shock to them as well, a terrible grief. They loved as much, if not more than me, a new daughter to my mother, an aunt to my nephews. Please do not make this harder. This is an unexpected tragedy. Rushing back to our car, trying to cross the streams of blank before it got too dark to see, too cold. I hear a splash and a scream. I could barely see. I couldn't find her for a moment, shouted her name. I found her breathing heavily, gasping. She was freezing cold. The blazing hot national parks, Utah. The temperature had dropped to freezing and she was soaking wet. I carried her as far as I could from the stream toward the car, stumbling, exhausted in shock. When my blank and knew I couldn't safely carry her, I started a fire and spooned her as close to the heat. She was so thin and had already been freezing too long. I couldn't at the time realize that I should have started a fire first, but I wanted her out of the cold, back to the car. From where I started the fire, I had no idea how far the car might be, only knew it was across the creek. When I pulled Gabby out of the water, she couldn't tell me what hurt. She had a small bump on her forehead that eventually got larger. Her feet hurt, her wrist hurt, but she was freezing, shaking violently. While carrying her, she continually made sounds of pain. Laying next to her, she said little. Lasping between violent shakes, gasping in pain, begging for the end to her pain, she would fall asleep and I would shake her awake, fearing she shouldn't close her eyes if she had a concussion. She would wake in pain, start her whole painful cycle again. Furious that I was the one waking her, she wouldn't let me try to cross the creek. Thought like me that the fire would go out in her sleep and she'd freeze. I don't know the extent of Gabby's injuries, only that she was in extreme pain. I ended her life. I thought it was merciful, that it is what she wanted, but I see now all the mistakes I made. I panicked. I was in shock. But from the moment I decided took away her pain, I knew I couldn't go on without her. I rushed home to spend any time I had left with my family. I wanted to drive north and let James or Todd kill me, but I wouldn't want them to spend time in jail over my mistake. Even though I'm sure they would have liked to, I am ending my life not because of fear of punishment, but rather because I can't stand to live another day without her. I've lost our whole future together, every moment we could have shared. I'm sorry for everyone's loss. Please do not make life harder for my family. They lost a son and a daughter, the most wonderful girl in the world. Gabby, I'm sorry. I have killed myself by this creek in the hopes that animals may tear me apart, that it may make some of her family happy.
Now, when they did the autopsy after Gabby was found, there was no other injuries other than the manual strangulation / throttling, which also included a head injury, like because of him strangling her.
Yes.
That was the only injury she had.
Did they have a cause of death on him?
A self-inflicted gunshot wound.
It was a gunshot wound. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But investigators and the public questioned this narrative. Gabby's autopsy revealed manual strangulation, a violent and prolonged act inconsistent with the story Brian wrote. Witnesses had reported seeing the couple arguing days before Gabby's death. Gabby's text messages had shifted abruptly in tone, and Brian had returned home alone, driving her van, using her credit cards, and refusing to speak to authorities.
The notebook provided a glimpse into Brian's mindset, but it did not resolve the contradictions. Instead, it raised new questions about the truth, accountability, and the final days of a relationship that had once seemed full of promise. In the end, the notebook was not a definite explanation. It was Brian's version of events, written in isolation with no opportunity for cross-examination.
The Gabby Peteto case became one of the most widely followed missing person investigations in recent memory. Millions of people watched it unfold in real time, analyzing clues, sharing updates, and participating in a kind of collective digital investigation. It was a phenomenon that revealed both the power and pitfalls of social media.
On one hand, online communities helped uncover crucial evidence, including the dashcam footage that pinpointed the location of Gabby's van. On the other hand, the rapid spread of information led to false leads, misidentifications, and conspiracy theories that complicated the investigation. Innocent people were accused, rumors spread faster than facts, and the line between public interest and public intrusion became increasingly blurred.
The case also sparked important conversations about media coverage and whose stories received national attention. Advocates pointed out that while Gabby's case dominated headlines, countless missing Indigenous women in Wyoming and across the country received little to no coverage. Gabby's family acknowledged this disparity and used their platform to advocate for all missing persons, not just their daughter.
My back sucks, everybody. That's nice.
Everybody. In many ways, the case became a mirror, reflecting society's fascination with true crime, the influence of social media, and the urgent need for better systems to protect vulnerable individuals. It forced the nation to confront uncomfortable truths, about domestic violence, mental health, and the gaps in our support networks.
In the months that followed, Gabby's family pursued legal action on multiple fronts. They filed a civil lawsuit against Brian's parents, alleging that the Laundries knew Gabby was dead and intentionally withheld information, causing emotional distress. They also filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the Moab Police Department, arguing that officers failed to properly handle the domestic violence stop that might have saved Gabby's life.
These lawsuits were not just about accountability, they were about change. Gabby's family wanted to ensure that no other family would endure the same pain, the same uncertainty, the same preventable tragedy. They established the Gabby Peteto Foundation, dedicated to supporting domestic violence victims and families of missing persons.
If I'm right, I believe they got something like $3 million.
Good.
From one
That's awesome.
of the lawsuits.
Good.
I can tell
but
you.
No money can, nothing can put
child.
a price on a life, especially when it's your child. But still, that's good that they started that to help with the whole domestic thing and everything.
I'm not exactly sure how much it was. It's really not a big
regardless.
thing.
Anyway.
So, Chris is pretty much saying, my back hurts. Finish.
No.
You architect guy.
These lawsuits were not just about accountability, they were about change. Gabby's family wanted to ensure that no other family would endure the same pain, the same uncertainty, the same preventable tragedy. They established the Gabby Peteto Foundation. Oh my gosh, I just read your part again. Through
How's
public
that working
appearances, interviews, and advocacy work, Gabby's parents transformed their grief into action. They became voices for those who could not speak for themselves, pushing for better training for law enforcement, improved resources for victims, and greater awareness of the warning signs of abusive relationships.
Their message was clear. Gabby's story must be led to change. Her life, her dreams, and her memory deserve nothing less.
Gabby Peteto was more than a headline, more than a case, more than a tragedy. She was a daughter, a sister, a friend, a young woman with a bright spirit, a creative heart, and a love for adventure that inspired millions.
Her story captured the world not because of how it ended, but because of who she was. A dreamer, a storyteller, someone who believed in the beauty of the world and wanted to share it with others. And while we may never know every detail of what happened in those final days, we do know this. Gabby's legacy lives on. In the conversation she sparked, the awareness she raised, and the lives her story continues to impact.
Can you pull up that picture?
Yes, we can. We can rock 'em, sock 'em.
If you or
I
someone
don't know where
you
I'm
know
going with this.
who is experiencing relationship violence, please reach out to someone you trust. You deserve safety. You deserve support. You deserve to be heard.
For Gabby, for every missing person, for every survivor. So we have a picture that is coming up that is really pretty. It's neat what they did there, and that just looks really cool.
That's a
I
picture
like
that
that.
she took. It's a background. Like the wings, she was standing behind something and they put it over that background, and I thought that was absolutely beautiful.
That is really cool. I like that.
It
I like
is.
that. Gabby's parents were awarded $3 million from Brian's parents.
Yeah.
Well, good. I mean, but so yeah. So we wanted to cover that one tonight. You know, it's a pretty wild story. You know, it's sad, very very sad what had happened to her. You know, Brian, I give two shits about. You know, what I think he's a coward, lackadaisy. You know, said it, and very very selfish, and he took the quick way out.
I'm sorry, this is how I'm going to say it. I hope an alligator was in the middle of eating him and he
Probably
just couldn't
was.
take the pain, and that's why he did it.
Like Chris said, there's a lot of that there.
Or he got
know?
bit by a cottonmouth and suffered.
Yeah.
It would
What's
be
a
great.
cottonmouth?
A snake. Very poisonous snake.
Oh, damn.
I mean, there's pythons. There's all sorts of neat, weird.
To add to
terrible
that, the cottonmouth bit him right in the pee hole.
Oh!
Yes. Pow, right in the kisser.
Pow in the pee hole.
Other than that, though, guys, we do appreciate it. We will post throughout the week and tell you because we don't even know who we're going to be covering next week yet. So we will figure that out.
I do have an idea, though.
She
We've
has
been
an
talking about
idea.
it.
We got to leave everybody in suspense.
We're going to.
So anyways, we hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend and has a great week next week. Thank you once again for listening every week. We do appreciate everybody that streams it, that does not come in the show. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you guys that do come in the show and the chat religiously every week. We couldn't do this without you guys. We'd be talking to ourselves, which I get sick of doing that.
And there's not a whole lot of practice, as you can tell. You know, if you felt like you might have deja vu watching this, I mean, sorry about that.
We give you a whiplash today.
Lackadaisy, you're very, very, welcome there. We appreciate it. Other than that, guys, we are out of here.
Hearts. Thank you.
And I will let Jackie take us out.
Same crime time, same crime place.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.